night in the green world. Someday my sweet old no Messiah that's come to bash
Welcome to Sunday Mass. In nomine Patri, Filii, Spiritus Sancti. It is Sunday, November 9th in the year 2025. Hey, everybody. Great to have you on the show this afternoon, this evening, or wherever you are in the world. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that yesterday I had a lot of stuff going on because I have a big kind of nut to crack tomorrow with the DL situation. So I wasn't online at all. I did not realize that the big guy was doing his 250th subscriber party, and I'm very, very sorry to have missed it. I was completely in communique yesterday, prepping for things I need to do, and I just want to send a big congratulations out to my pal and co-host and co-creator of the iBashers and a legend in his own right at the Oshino Mali channel. So congratulations, Osh. And I'm sorry that I wasn't there, but I love you, and there you go. Anyway, Panel Power coming back for you. Panel Power. Something you can do. It's Friday. It's the time to Sunday to reflect on our lives. I lit a bunch of candles today for you and me for tomorrow and all the bashers. Do something nice for somebody today if you can. If today's over for you, tomorrow's a good day to start. You can certainly just call somebody up and say, "How you doing?" Or "I was thinking of you." Send a card. That's always an incredible thing to do. Send a correspondence in the mail, just a nice little card, a flower on it, or something. Thinking of you. What people are going through. What you're going through is what they're going through, but in a different way. So just remember that. And thank you, Panel Power. You're getting there. Now it's 9. I'm doing the math now because it's close. Andrew Wolkowicz, Canadian $5. I'm a minute late as usual. Congratulations, Panel Power. It's snowing here. Hey, happy snow time. Up in Canada, as the Canadians say, Canada. Stay warm and be safe with the iBashers, and upvote and subscribe if you can. Yeah, and I'm wearing my beautiful First Omega Space, and I'm also wearing my Snoopy Weekender. It was really funny. I went last night. We went over and spent some time with my father-in-law. And we watched, I'm not going to remember the name of the thing, but it's with Matthew McFadden. And it's about the lead up to the assassination of James Garfield, one of the American presidents who was not in office for very long. And it's a very interesting story. It's not really about, so far, we watched 3 episodes last night. And it was really, really, really good because he's terrific. Paul's dad pulled out a watch. Says, "Look what I got. I bought one of these watches," and he bought this watch. And I said, "I have that watch. It was a gift from Melly C and Andy M." How amazing is that? I wasn't wearing it. I was wearing this. But hey, thank you so much, Andrew Wolkowicz. The Andrew Wolkowicz commemorative gum. I'm not having a coffee because I've already had too much today because I have a lot of stuff to cram into into today. So I had a lot of coffee already, and I think I'm at the point where another coffee would probably be a mistake. So I'm not going to do that. Renaissance, our very own Julian is here. There is harmony in autumn and a luster in the sky, which throughout the summer is not heard or seen. Can I just say that being a New Yorker my whole life, I think we used to have 4 seasons when I was a kid. We don't really so much. And, I'll blame it on global warming. There, I said it. There's a lot of deniers out there. But we don't. We go from summer. It was 70 something degrees here yesterday. And now today it's cloudy and rainy and a little chilly. We just kind of go straight into winter. And it's depressing. And like I said earlier, maybe make a phone call or drop a card in the mail to somebody who might be alone and say, thinking about you. Because, this is the time of year where people start to get a little depressed, especially if they're alone. And, my dearest Rose, she lives alone, even though I'm there all day long. But, I'm watching her right now. Alone time when you're a younger person is solace. It's sometimes nourishing. It can recharge your batteries, give you the opportunity to think and plan and things like that. But when you get older, it just gets lonely. And they won't admit it most of the time. I always say, oh, like I'll leave her for 3 hours. Like yesterday, I left her for 3 hours and I felt bad about it. I said, are you going to be fine? She said, fine. Then when I got in there after I got back, I could tell that she was lonely and I hate that. And we don't want anybody to be lonely, right? But yeah, there is harmony in autumn. Autumn is beautiful. I don't see much of it anymore. It lasts about a week here, if any. Shadows owe its birth to light. They do. We love shadows. Look deep into nature, and then you will be. This is a little low, right? Let me put this where it belongs. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Nature is the ultimate salve. It's the great storyteller, and at the end of the day, it was there before us, and it will be there after us. Even though we are a part of nature, we are just a very small component within. So remember that. Next time somebody wants to throw a McDonald's bag or wrapper out a window and wants to interfere with the natural balance, which as humans we've done. It's a shame. Life is a luminous halo. Oh, I love this already. A semi-transparent envelope surrounding us from the beginning of consciousness to the end. Yeah, and some have a halo that is more luminous, and some have one that they're working on, and some probably don't have one at all. I mean, it's always been used in historically in art to depict the saints, which I've always, I love religious art. It's always been my favorite form of art. What can I do? I'm a buffet Catholic, but I do love triptychs. And I certainly love the depiction of the saints. And I don't know who came up with, that's a great trivia question. Who came up with the idea of a halo? Of course, it infers that they're an angel, but where did that first come from? That halo and what it represents? It's fascinating. I'm gonna look that up right after the show and figure out what it is because I don't know it. Melly C, big hearts to the ladies of the bash, especially you beautiful C. We love you, purple one. Happy Sunday, Father Dirk, and all the bashers. Happy Sunday. I will be covering Thursday's Gallery of Bashtards. So the Gallery of Bashtards will be a little bit longer today. We'll get into it a little earlier because I took Thursday off. I apologize for that. And for everybody who wanted to know, thank you so much for if you were worried in any way, shape, or form. But truthfully, I had so much to do that day. I could not get home in time due to having to wait online, having lots of things to do to prepare for tomorrow. So I was just exhausted and I just needed to go home, put my feet up on the table and just close my eyes for a while. I was just really tired. That's all. And that's all it was. But thanks. I appreciate it. So I will be covering those Gallery of Bastards pictures. So fear not if you submitted it for Thursday or for Friday. We'll show them tonight. Renaissance says happiness is not achieved by the conscious pursuit of happiness. It is generally the byproduct of other activities. I couldn't agree more. They say seek and you shall find, and there's lots of adages out there for a lot of stuff. But I think it's like when you lose something, don't look for it because you'll find it. You'll find it when you're looking for your keys or something. It happens. Or St. Anthony, if you believe in that, which I kind of do. Yeah, happiness is, I find some of the most happy times I've ever had is when I didn't want to go somewhere or do something. Then I wind up having the best time ever. And that's just the curmudgeon in me who just says, oh God, I want to go. Who's there? Oh God, not again. And then I have a great conversation or food is good or just the spirit of the occasion is excellent. But I think as we get older, and I can say this with authority because I can see what the demographic of my show is, or your show, the one that I just host, is that, we don't have that many youngins in the show. So it's pretty much like my age plus 10, minus 10 there or abouts. And as we get older, we start to want to do less. And it's not like it, and I can't say that with complete conviction because there are some things I want to do more. Like lately, I've been so lucky to be involved in some new musical projects that are not of my doing. I've been invited to participate. And it has given me a tremendous sense of purpose and joy. Well, okay, it's something that I'm pretty good at. There's obviously way better people at it than I am. But, if I can offer something to the table and feel proud of it, that's a good thing. But, when you get invited to parties, I generally will go. My first reaction is like, ugh, I hate parties. I don't hate parties. I just hate the idea of parties. But I am always, because I'm a pretty social guy, I usually, within 10 minutes, I'm happy that I went. So yeah, there's that. It's always the byproduct of something else. The king of the bash is still the crown wearer, is Dave Fahrenheit 451. Amazing. A big upvote for you. Thank you so much. I just want to salute you for he came in and got a couple more under his belt because Panel Power is like right there. It's pretty amazing. You guys have been, you're like the Nadal Federers of the iBashers. Wasn't that a good time in tennis? Mr. Zaleski is here. Happy Sunday, Dirk and all the Bashers. Hope you've all had a great weekend. I as well hope you've all had a productive, happy, healthy weekend. And I hope that this week brings you much joy and serenity. Serenity now. Serenity now. Dirk, pictures have been sent for the gallery. I see nothing in spam today. Should I double check that? I should double check that, right? Let me see. Yeah, nothing in spam. Great. Lucky us. Lucky us. Lucky me. Free again. Thank you so much, Julian. Kevin Landon. Hey, Mr. Landon. It's great to have you. Are you live on the show? Best wishes to Dirk and all the Bashers because you're just the best, man. Oh, you'll catch the replay. Boo. We miss you. We love having you on the show live. Keep slaying dragons to preserve the bash. Yeah, well, the bash will go on no matter what happens. Somebody very, very wise and wonderful said to me today, sometimes it's just better to have an answer or closure or some kind of decisions to be made other than just the being held in limbo for as long as you are. And, some things just go on way too long. But you know what? If you are righteous, fight. I truly believe that. Jackson still praying. Me too. Me too. Me too. I think about Jackson all the time. And I haven't heard anything either which way. And in my heart of hearts, I believe that Jackson wound up, getting taken in by somebody and they think Jackson belongs to them. Of course, cats are funny that way. But, there could be a moment in time where he just says, wait a minute, this is not where I belong, and go skedoodle and go home. And I hope that that's true. I told you the story about those people who found my dog and were like, no, it's our dog. Her name is Bitsy or whatever. It was like, no, that's Dinga and that's Dirk's dog. And, it was an amazing reunion anyway. And I had her for 17 years after that. So she was a puppy when it happened, Renaissance says a quest to slay dragons. These trials are daunting. They require hard work, determination, and courage. But when the dragon is finally slain, the relief will be immense. Yeah, I'm going to pour myself a Diet Coke on that statement. Yeah, at the end of the day, the only thing I can point to is faith. Faith in justice, faith in humanity, faith in clear decision making that, like I always said, we didn't start anything for any reason under the sun. It's just, but thank you. That's very sweet of you. And I'll keep that in stride. Charles Thompson. Hey, Charles. Great to have you here. Sunday fun day. See you all at 2:05. Yeah, well, cool. Look, I'm still behind the game with that. I'm already 20 into the thing. Let's go, Bucks. Let's go. If you Buccaneers are your thing, that's great. Renaissance says, dear Lord, help us to have faith that moves mountains. Even when our faith feels small, remind us that you are bigger than any obstacle. Give us the courage to trust in you and in all things. Amen. That's a beautiful thing to say. Regardless of whether or not you believe in a higher power, be it, whatever your choice of your denomination or your God, whatever you interpret that word to be. You have to realize that even if you want to go scientific and we're just elements in the universe, or if God is a bigger concept than, the guy with the, beard and all that stuff, which I think most people probably do at this point. Maybe God is just, the overseer in the universe. We're seeing now with James Webb how incredibly insignificant we are. Or there's people think that we're just an illusion and we're living in, some kind of video game, which could be true. I don't know. Who knows? Could be. But I like faith. I think faith gives you the power and the strength to go on. It gives you the gumption to move on to tomorrow. And and sometimes forget about yesterday's. You know, Lord H, he's watching the Bears, the Chicago Bears. People from Chicago, Dino was on the show the other day, and he was talking about, New Yorkers talk like this, or they used to, turdy, turd, and turd. And by the way, that comes from Irish, because in Dublin they say turd, the th is to. It's not th. There's no th in Irish, really. Three of them. There were three of them. So turdy, turd, and turd comes from mostly the Irish beat cops. But, people from Chicago, they have that accent. It's Midwestern, and they say the Bears, Chicago, and it's a Midwestern. It's very charming, and I love regional accents, and I hope we don't lose them. But they're going like the dodo bird. They sure are, but they're fun. And it's happening I hear it's happening in a lot of countries, but because the United States is such an amalgam of cultures, yes, that you heard it right. It's a nation of immigration. So many different cultures and subcultures have come here and contributed to the great melting pot that is the United States, and colored it in such a way that I like Marisol. I do the Bronx thing all the time. I haven't done her in a while, but damn, that comes from like the Dominican Republic and the Puerto Rican population, and it's just an adoption of the English language with a lot of inflections and nuances from their native tongue, which makes it charming, and it's cuter than hell. You ever hear Cardi B speak? I don't care about her as an artist, but I think she's adorable when she talks. It's good stuff. Carlos Paggi is here. Happy Sunday, Bashers. Hope you're all well. And to you, Carlos. And Julian says, out of the strong came forth sweetness. That's nice, and I hope that that's true. Sweetness is underrated. Be sweet. We took Paul and I took the railroad yesterday. It was mobbed, and it's usually there's nobody on this particular line where we're on. We only had to take it's only a 20-minute ride or so to his dad's. It was packed with sports fans, and comes from Penn Station, so I'm thinking Pennsylvania Station, where Madison Square Garden's right upstairs. And I was like, oh, who was playing? Because I don't know anything about basketball, and I don't pretend to. Pallacanestro, I don't know anything about it. Other than the fact that they said, no, it was St. John's, where my mom was a librarian there for, I don't know, decades. So I had a nice conversation with some sports fan. It was really nice to see all the kids enjoying their local sports team. They were young and fresh and having a great time. And, I'm old and a curmudgeon. Mart and the beautiful Bronson upload happy Sunday. Can I, listen, I know I've got a million great pictures of Bronson. I know this, Mart. I do. But once again, pet calendar. I gave the deadline as last Friday, but of course that's not really real. I mean, it's real, but isn't. I really got to get on it this week. Really got to finish it off this week with the help of one of the incomparable Bashers who's helping me out with one of that. Another person who's just so incredibly beautiful and wonderful and doesn't want me to name them. But could you send me your very, very favorite picture and say, pet calendar Bronson, and that's it, because you're gonna make me choose, and I don't want to choose. Oh, it's raining. I hear the rain. I feel the rain on my window pane. Handsome Joe, blessed be the bash, and blessed be to you, my brother. How are you, Joe LaFaro? He's got two songs now, Joe LaFaro. Daniel Gutierrez says, ooh, bastards, great to have you in the room. Daniel, how are you? Great to have you. And Vasilios P, hey, buddy. Teth, hey, you know what? It's all good. And he's counting because he's the current guy. Hey, Kevin Hawthorne, where have you been, my friend? Our wonderful Kevin Hawthorne from Lakeland, Florida, who uses his magical savant powers to take people who have no idea where they're going and tell them exactly how to get to their destination. He's a volunteer. There's had news articles. We've played them on the show. How are you? Beautiful, wonderful, incredible Kevin Hawthorne. And thank you so much for being that kind of basher. You're brilliant. And Andy M is here. Good evening, Father Dirk. Wishing you and yours only good things. It's the only good things guy. And you know who that is? It's Andy M. Andy M. Andy M. And yes, I would say it, but if I wasn't a Christian woman. Andrew's here. I'm drinking Tang. Does that make me an astronaut? I remember when moms told that to the kids. We drank Start. I love to say start in an Irish accent, start, where it started. There were two brands, Tang being the most famous one for the astronauts. I mean, it's just sugar water and it's artificially flavored. Did they have that in Europe? Did they have Tang? I'm asking for a friend, or is that just pure Americana? Tang. I mean, everybody wanted it. I personally never thought it was great. It wasn't my thing. I don't like sugary drinks. I don't even like, I'm not going to say I don't like orange juice because I don't like the orange juice here because it's pasteurized and homogenized and it's, it's not, it's weird. But every time I'm in like some weird hotel or a beautiful hotel in Europe, they bring out orange juice and I love that stuff. Especially when I had it in Spain, it was outrageous because, it's local. Fresher is better, as we all know. And you can get that here too. I'm not saying you can't. You certainly can. Fresh squeezed orange juice. But, we have some of the best oranges in the world in Florida. Apparently. That's so cool when somebody has the same Snoopy watch as you. It's not for him, though. He got it for his granddaughter, which I thought was just even sweeter. Absolutely amazing. And I was like, yeah. I said, which one is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? And he goes, oh, it's got a black strap and it's got Snoopy and there's like a camper van. I was like, hey, because he didn't. I said, don't open the box. Just tell me what it was. It was amazing. Unbelievable. Panel Power says it was 10 on Wednesday and 9 on Friday. What am I missing here? Can I connect the dots to that? It was 10 on Wednesday and 9 on Friday. Are you talking about people, his positions? Do you remember everybody's positions? And wow, I don't even know what to say to that. I always say it's okay to be alone as long as you are not lonely. Right. Of course. And that's what I'm getting at. I like my alone time, but sometimes it's just too much. Sometimes it's just too much, the longest I was alone was when Paul went on the Oprah cruise, which was, I don't know when the hell that was. But did my internet just go out? I hope it didn't. My other computer's cameras just went down. Okay, no, it looks like it's connecting. Weird, because it's raining pretty heavily here. Not that it should knock your internet out, but he went away for like 3 weeks because our sister-in-law, I'll just say that because it makes the most sense, took him on that because she didn't have a boyfriend or a husband at the time. And so she took Paul, and that was first week was fun. And then after that, I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm just so used to not being I don't mind the day alone or the afternoon alone, but call me old fashioned. Lighting a candle for all the bashers. Thank you so much. I lit 3 candles at St. Mary's Church today. It's really interesting how I was in there and I just went and said a little prayer and lit a couple candles. And as I'm leaving, and the mass had just let out. So I had gone in there as people were leaving. I ran into somebody that works in a local supermarket. And this particular person is very demonstrative and kind of loud and shocking and irreverent. And there they were, and I was walking out. And I tapped them and I said, look at you, old Catholic. And he laughed and he goes, I'll talk to you later. And I was like, okay, there's 2 sides to every coin, which is really fine. It was really nice though. And they were lighting candles also. So hey, it's an epidemic. Sad is when somebody is surrounded with people and still alone in the crowd. Well, that's something different altogether though now, Andy Pandy, isn't it? That is isolationism, and it's generally something that you feel that you can't control. I would imagine it's probably on the depression spectrum. I did watch a really interesting article about this new drug that they've got for Alzheimer's and cognitive disease, and it was pretty astounding, but I think we're still many years away from that. The amyloid plaques destroying people's memories and how it is almost quite often genetic and all those things. But depression is a totally other thing. I don't know how we're ever going to think about how many people have been depressed throughout history and we didn't even know what it was called. We didn't know what it was. We didn't know how to treat it, and we still don't for the most part. Some people get better, some people get worse, but have patience with people who might suffer from that. Even if you can't understand it in any way, shape, or form, it's something that they are really experiencing that is very, very hard. Case in point, we were talking about Chris Cornell the other night. And the only reason why is, look, I missed the boat on Soundgarden, and I didn't realize who was nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Not, whatever. Let's start a fight about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But apparently Soundgarden got in. Do they deserve to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I mean, they're a nice band, I guess. I didn't care about them one way or another, but I discovered Chris Cornell later because of the Bond theme. And then I was like, oh, this guy's great. And then I got a couple of his solo records, and Black Hole Sun. Of course, I know that Spoon. I know the whatever they had that was big. But it wasn't my thing. Plus, it was kind of past my music curation where I got into bands. I was pretty much done. The grunge thing just kind of left me cold. And they're not really grunge, just like, U2 weren't a new wave band, or Duran Duran weren't a new romantic band. When you come out, you get lumped into a category, and then it's up to you how to figure out how to dig your way out of that. But like U2 were considered new wave at some point, and maybe they sounded it, but it's just a rock band. It's like Bon Jovi was considered a metal band. I mean, it's ludicrous, right? They're a rock band with very big hits. But if you see somebody in the crowd or somebody's having a hard time, just respect people's boundaries. Charles Thompson says 100% true. Yeah, it's true. It's true. There's people that are alone in a crowd, and there's usually not much you can do about it. There's usually much you can do. You can help and be supportive. That's the best way to do it. Joe LaFaro says $4.99 US for curmudgeons everywhere, including me. Well, thank you, Joe. Thank you so much. Let's do something positive. Kazoo. Ray says, we'll watch later. He's at Actual Mass. Well, good for you. And Robin's Bird. Big hearts out to all the ladies of the bash. We love you. Thank you so much, Robin's Bird. How are you? Is everything good in your world? Give us a shout or send us a picture, and let us enjoy the Gallery of Bashtards, which we got a big one. We're going to get there soon because I have a lot to deal with. I often think that the closest some will get to justice is ordering a drink with just ice. That's pretty funny. Stronger because of our difficulties, sweeter because we overcome them and continue. Indeed, look at the adages coming out of his mouth today. Bastards, don't make Dirk choose. He will feel like he's been pushed to the ledge. What have you been listening to? The Last Hitman record? Like quoting all these things. That's very funny. You're very funny, Andrew. Quote that right away. I feel close to the edge and I keep falling. Oh, Chris Cornell. Sorry, that's where I was going with that story. Like, you think Chris Cornell, he was beautiful. He was one of the most amazing singers in the world. He had a beautiful family. He was so respected and revered, and he didn't think so. He had everything to live for, and apparently nothing. Unbelievable. Not much you can do. I know he had a very, very, very strong support system. I know that he had a loving wife and a loving family and friends and people that cared about him. And he had suffered from depression. People knew about it. There was medications involved. There was things. But sometimes it's just not enough. It's something that you can't fight. So just remember, if you can, to make a phone call. If you haven't heard from somebody in a while, it's probably for a reason. And you hope they're going to say, oh, man, I'm sorry I didn't call you. I was just so busy. Then great. And you're happy for them. But, quite often, just think about that friend you haven't heard from in a while. Give them a call and say, hey, thinking about you today. You wouldn't believe what it does for people. So, yeah. When you've been close to the edge and you keep on falling, that's very funny. I'm too busy to be lonely. Yeah, well, that's good. I'm happy you are. Ray says, love you more, brother. Hope you're well. Hope you so much. Christopher Robin, Pooh Bear, Piglet, and the others knew Eeyore was always sad. I know, but they still invented him along. What does that mean exactly? Invited him along. Oh yeah. Right, they did. And God, who doesn't love Eeyore? Eeyore. So he was always so sad. Christopher Robin, Pooh Bear, and Piglet. Great. I haven't thought about Eeyore in quite a long time. Shame on me. If you have any Eeyores in your life, it's not their fault. It's not something that they want either. I know somebody that says I can't deal with her and her shit. And I said, her shit is she suffers from depression. And that is not something she invented or concocted on her own. That is not the response, man. And, shame on you for saying, I can't deal with her shit. I mean, wow. It's not shit. It's real. It's not like, damn you, parking meter lady. Damn you, I missed the sale yesterday. Or, damn you, traffic. It's not that. It's something so worse than that. And they're going through it in real time. And you don't have to be the ultimate savior or caregiver. You could just be the person that calls them up and just says, hey, is there anything I can get you today? Or, hey, I thought of you today because I was on my way to blank and I know you like blank. You know what I mean? Not that I do it every day, but I try to remind myself every day. And you should. You should. And Gabari is here late for boarding. Oh, you getting on a plane? How wonderful for you. I hope you're going home. I hope you're on your way home to your beautiful family. Because it's Sunday night. To be inspired and have the safest flight. And more than that, I hope you're in first class or business. Carolyn Martin's here with the big guns, 50 balloons. Basher's best to all, have to return to work. She's working hard on Basher merch and so many other things because she's one of those people that is constantly selfless. And I've had a conversation with her about it. Like, do you have time for yourself? Because I worry that she never takes time to smell the roses because she's so invested in other people's shit. She doesn't consider it that. She doesn't consider that at all. She's a very selfless person, Sunday, man. It's not people's shit. Some people have shit. If somebody's just so this movie I watched last night, it's called something Lightning. Forgive me for not knowing the title off the top of my head. I could look it up really fast, right? I have a computer right in front of me, right? Lightning James Garfield. It is called Death by Lightning. And it is Michael Shannon as Garfield and Matthew McFadden as his assassin Charles Guiteau. This guy's nuts, man. And he's a liar and a thief and a maniac. And McFadden absolutely portrays him as such. And it's really well shot and done. And I haven't gotten up. I'm going to watch the 4th episode tonight, the last one, to have a better idea of what that was about. But it's mostly about the way he got to become president, which he kind of came out of nowhere. And I made the comparison last night to Barack Obama because he gave a speech at the Republican National Convention in 1878 or whatever the hell it was, 1881 or 1880. And it was so inspiring that in like the 33rd pick, because, unless they get somebody to get a unanimous vote, he won. And he wasn't even on the ballot. He was a write-in. And he became president. And then this guy killed him. But it's not about that. Carolyn Martin, you are one of the most selfless people in the world, and we adore you. Thank you, Mama Basher, for all that you do and all that you are. And for that, you get lemon. Panel Power says the amyloid antibody research was found to be fraudulent. It was this. Oh boy, it was this the thing I just saw on 60 Minutes, and today it was on CBS Sunday mornings, which is pretty good news show or it was. I don't know what's happening with the Skydance Paramount thing, or if it's getting ruined. So, what are you saying that the amyloid antibody? It wasn't that. It wasn't antibodies. The thing that I saw today. It was this new drug, and the Bill Gates funded. Bill Gates put up like $350 million towards it. But it wasn't an antibody thing, but maybe so. Like, listen, I have a friend who's got MS. And, for people who don't know what multiple sclerosis is, it's a progressive disease, and you eventually lose the ability to walk and use your arms and your legs and your limbs, and then speech goes. My friend has had it for 15 years, and he was the guy that ran my local wine store, and he was my friend, and I helped out by walking his dogs when he couldn't anymore until his dogs are no longer with us. And then, priorities ran, and he's got 24-hour care. And he has not lost his ability to speak. His breathing is kind of labored. He has not been able to walk or hold a cup for about 10 years. He's got not primary progressive. He's got the best one. If you're going to get MS, you want something called relapse remitting, which means it's every once in a while. That's the one. If you're going to get it, that's the one you want. He's got secondary progressive multiple sclerosis, and that is because the myelin sheath that covers the neuron, your network in your spine and your brain, your body attacks it like it's a disease. And you just form all these antibodies, and they just kill all the myelin sheath. So that they apparently there's some great new research, and it's mostly Australian. And we tried to get him in this pilot program in Australia for the longest time, and eventually we couldn't do it. And that was about 5 years ago. But listen, everybody thought after we mapped out the human genome and we got into all this amazing science at the cellular level that things were going to get solved, cancer, and it hasn't really happened. Yes, strides have been made. People with AIDS don't die anymore for the most part. You can live with certain kinds of cancers, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, things like that. They are, things you can live with treatment. It's amazing stuff. That's a shame. I hope that's I don't know about the antibody research, but I'll look into it a little bit more. Carolyn, be safe, and hopefully work will pass quickly and you get to enjoy the show later. Hey, it's her show. I just host it. Invited time. We got that. We understood that. Sylvain Lesney and Karen Ash's Nature paper on beta amyloid was retracted. So it wasn't that. It wasted billions of research dollars. That sucks, man. That sucks. I hate hearing that. Sometimes it's just good to hear another voice. Yeah. Now, I don't really like saying this, but one day, and this was a couple of weeks ago, I switched the TV in Rose's house to the Hallmark channel because I had the news on, weather stuff. But it was election time, and it was scaring the crap out of her. And she grew up in Nazi Germany, and her family were not Nazis, nor were they Jews, nor were they any kind of that. They were Aryans, but they were not Nazis. I mean, she's blonde and blue-eyed, and as were her whole family. Like, they wouldn't have picked on her for the most part, except they were extremely anti-Hitler and Nazis. And she grew up in that thing, and she knows what that feels like. And she saw these debates with people talking about, fascists and communists and socialists, and she got scared. And she said, Dirk, are we going to have another Hitler? So I changed it to the Hallmark channel, which is really safe. Sometimes it's good to hear another. And sometimes I think if I can't be there, the other voice, it's nice. And I call down there. I can talk to her through the intercom and all that stuff if I'm in the middle of something and I can't run down there. But for the most part, I'll just run down there, Drooby, drooby, doo, where are you? Your attendance has been appalling. Happy Sunday, Basher says, Drooby, doo. We know you'll catch that zeitgeist Hey, Drooby. Hey, man, I know you're a busy fella. You know what? The other day I was on the Facebook, and I'm never on the Facebook, but I was on it. And it said, people you may know. And it was you. I was like, I do know him, but I don't know if I want to like. If I friended you on Facebook, would you be like, oh God, stalker? uh, I'll friend you on Facebook. I don't say very much on there because of the politics, and I just don't want to get involved with people I like. I left. I didn't leave Facebook. I just don't engage in it because people get involved in political conversations, and they're very stick to your gunsy with the whole thing, and I can't stand that. Because you know what? Who cares? Who cares? Drooby do. Oh, you got some pictures today. Okay. Oh, Junie's recovering from spaying. Oh, honey. Oh man. Paddle Power says maybe that's a new thing, not based on it wasn't based on that. It's a drug. It's a new drug, and I forget what it was called, but it's a new drug. Cause you mentioned Alzheimer's is indistinguishable from yes, indeed. What would be worse, to be in the prison of your own body or prisoner of your own mind? I think a prison in your own body. You know, because he still beats the shit out of me. And I go over there, and I get us some coffees, and we play Jeopardy. You know, we watch Jeopardy, and he still beats the living shit out of me. He's so smart. He's so smart. I feel like such a colossal dum dum next to that guy, which is nuts, totally nuts. Gabri says, "Be grateful and humble. It works." Agreed. Grateful and humble, of which I am. Thank you so much, Gabri. Oh, crazy person. Gabri with 100 AEDs. That's very sweet of you. Be grateful and humble. It works. Oh, look, there it is again. I'm going to give you the something celebratory and wonderful. Let's do something a little bit relaxing. This is one that I use very rarely, but it's one of my favorites. This is Gong Woman Fourth. This is great for being serene. Thank you, Gabri. It's very sweet of you. You're a wonderful basher. And how you liking that watch, Ray? You loving it? Because Gabri's started a fire. He started the fire on the great anniversary show. Did anybody go to Osh's anniversary show? I wish I didn't know. He didn't text me about it and say, "Hey, I'm doing an anniversary show." I totally would have come on, but you know, I had my head up my own ass with my own shit. You know what? Don't call Dirk. I'm tired of his shit. God bless you, Dirk. Yeah, listen. That's nice of you to say, but at the end of the day, and we were talking about this, I was talking about this with my father-in-law yesterday. You know what? It's what you do. It's just what you do. You know, no medals need to be handed out, or I appreciate that, and it's very sweet, and thank you. But yeah, you know, would totally accept. Okay. I just don't want you to think, oh no, that guy's hitting me up on Facebook now. He's a weirdo. He's a total weirdo. Or if you're from Chicago, you'd say it's a total weirdo, you know? I can't do Boston though. Boston talk, the car. I'm not very good at that. I'm not very good at the Boston. Speaking of beautiful ladies of the bash, big hearts, everybody. Come on, there it goes. The incomparable Jocelyn Bittenbender, late to Sunday Mass, but here to repent for all of my sins this week, which were mostly being a lazy biatch. Good for you. Because as I said to somebody wonderful today, just remember, no matter how busy your day is, or how many appointments you have, or how many engagements and or responsibilities, take a minute for yourself. It's really worth it. It could be opening up a window and smelling the fresh sea air. It could be looking at a skyline. It could be just staring at the clouds, petting a cat. Take 5 minutes to just recharge those batteries. That's all. And you deserve it. You know, you work hard. I know what you do. And you work very, very hard. And you enrich a lot of people's lives. So there you go. She pays it for it every day of her life. I saw the anniversary show after work. I'll watch some of it a little later. Gabri for president. There you go. Indeed. President of the world. After all the countries are dissolved, we're going to have a president of Earth, or whatever, the terra, right? Which is the Italian word for Earth, and probably Spanish too. I'm not sure, but wouldn't that be funny though? the president of Earth. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Mrs. Robinson is president accounted for. That's wonderful. And Andrew with the big smile and Charles Thompson. Let me get straight to the Gallery of Bashtards because we have so much of it to do today. Now we just got something from Steve Zaliski. Guys, here we go. Gallery of Bastards, Sunday edition. I've got a lot to catch up on with you, your stuff, your beautiful pets, etc. Watches sometimes.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
I share with the world. Let's start out with Thursday. Oh, happy Friday Eve. This was the Thursday edition of Eminem Madness, Malk and Mindy Madness. Yeah, 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 yeah. How low can you go? Low. It's not worth recording, but you could do it. Look at this serene princess on her throne, looking so stately. What charming underthings you both have. Ashante. I've been on a total Frankenfooter kick, man. I just can't get enough of him. He's just too much. Beautiful. Oh, look at the queen. The queen on her throne with her paw out for you to kiss the ring. So desire. What's really funny is that Tim Curry decided to go for not an RP, but to go for like a royal posh accent for Frankenfooter. He could have chosen any British accent he wanted, but he wanted to sound like the aristocracy. Do that, with the teeth forward. Oh, dear. It's brilliant. It's kind of the way, like, who are the famous people with the poshest British accents? Instantly I think of Freddie Mercury, because he had a very posh accent to me, on the overbite, really. But it was a beautiful girl that was, she was Hughes. She was in Austin Powers. She's beautiful. I can't remember her name. She's got the poshest voice ever in town. Amazing. Look at the beautiful, beautiful lady. Is she getting jealous with Mork's new crazy fan club? They've got Mindy Royale, indeed. Don't you love the dainty paw forward? It's so cute. And there's Mork. Mork is becoming a superstar in his own right. I mean, who knew? I mean, it just started out like it was the Mindy show for so long, and then Mork started getting. Mork's a superstar right now. I've heard some rumors that somebody made a Mork t-shirt for themselves. That's how crazy. But look at beautiful, beautiful Mork. Oh, so pensive, Mork. He's a beautiful boy. We love him. Incredible. Mork does rule. We know this. And Gabriz he's like just as bad as Liz Hurley. Thank you very much. That's exactly Elizabeth Hurley. She's got one of the poshest voices in the whole wide world. That's what I heard. So I just heard that. It's the Mork takeover. It's kind of sort of happened, right? Gabri Mork rules, amazing stuff. Yeah. I mean, he's just came out swinging. Look at him, beautiful boy. Is he chewing on something? Adorable. Adorbs. Absolutely adorable. We love our Mork. There'll be more Mork and Mindy Madness because this was Thursdays. Because I didn't do it because I took the night off. She says, my love, I'll never find the words, my love. I don't know to explain that. Whose song was that? My love, I'll never find the words, my love. Whose song was that? All I've got to give, my love. Oh, look, Mindy. Beautiful. Mork and Mindy Madness, the first part 1, guys. Mork and Mindy Madness. Mork and Mindy Madness. Who did that song, my love? Is it, it's not like Lou Rawls. Some smooth R&B singer from back in the day. Eminem Madness. Thank you so much for that. And sorry about Thursday. Thursday also was Mr. Bell with his work watch. Yeah, baby. Look at this. This is very cool. I have no idea what this thing is, but I know you all will know. Yeah, where is that? There we go. Very nice looking watch. That's a serious dive watch, my friends. That's the Apex 1000 helium safe. Look at that. That's some bezel, huh? That's pretty crazy looking. Wow. Oh, look at the luminosity. Look at the luminosity. Look at the luminosity. I have my loom lights. Ooh, that's the way. Look at, I can put the artwork on me. Yeah. Isn't that cool? Can you see that? You can't see that. It's very, very cool. That's a beautiful shot, man. That's art. Put that on the wall. Crop it like that. Crop it like that and put it on the wall. Beautiful. Mr. Bell, thank you so much. And here's the incomparable Bronson. Thank you so much, Mart. You're gonna have to choose the Bronson picture though, because it's just too hard for me, man. I can't choose. How can I choose the stylistic? You make me feel brand new. I sing this song for you. Make me feel brand new. My love. That's it. Are they the same song? If they are, then man, that song's chock-a-block full of hits, full of licks and tricks. Look at that. That's a great box for a cat, for a giant cat. Oh wow. And he got in there without knocking it over. I guess it would start to fall, but then his weight would stabilize it. Unbelievable. The incomparable Bronson. Holy smokes. That's a great shot, Smart. That is the stylistics. Remember the stylistics? That's so great. Hey, Jimmy Lassick got his watch case, and he put some fancy watches in the box. You know, gifts should be arriving soon. All you beautiful people, anyone who won anything, you should be getting your shit. And look, he just happens to have his Daytona, and he's got his white dial Milgauss, which I think is so sexy. Isn't it funny? The white Milgauss has come on like the way Mork has, from like, being, in the background and then becoming the big thing. Everybody wants this watch right now. The white Milgauss is super duper crazy hot as far as the Milgausses go. And it looks great. Doesn't it look great in his dual Mirage case? Love you, Jimmy Lassick. You're one of the classics, my friend. Thank you, buddy. And thanks for sending that picture. It's pretty great. Wrist shot from, hey, this is pretty cool. This is from Blinky. Hey, Blinky. This is a pretty interesting watch. Look at this thing, man. Swiss made. This looks like a parking meter too, doesn't it? Guys all have some interesting watches, I have to say. It does look like a Seiko Tuna, Charles. It really does. Yeah. Lovely Millie, says Millie C. That's amazing. Everybody's, of course, loving the Bronson shots. Can we get pics of cats sitting in the small boxes? You know the rules. This is a very cool looking watch, man. Blinky, I love it. I think everybody's digging it, man. Thanks, Blink. Thank you so much. Here is Poppy's pet calendar choice. I just wanted to share it because look at that. Look at Poppy. Oh, Poppy, he's so beautiful. That's great. Black and red combo. That one's going to appear in the calendar because he just chose one shot. So this is the one. And I'm like, I'm grateful. And then, of course, listen to this. Ready? Because, it says RK, but it's not RK. You know what it is? This is Drooby Doo's super incredibly talented son. And Mike Mangini, the incomparable Mike Mangini, who's played with everyone and their mother. Jazz, rock, fusion, you name it. And he's famously hired to play in Dream Theater, and then they kicked him out when they got Mike back. But a great drummer. And there's Andrew. Look at that. You look so happy. I love Mike Mangini. He's a freaking machine, that guy. Drooby, dude. Thanks for sending that picture. How sweet. Okay, so yeah, let's see what we got here. And I'm going to talk about the watch in a second right now. Listen, guys. That watch, the Apollo 17 watch, we got a couple of offers in that were, listen, listen, it's brand new in the box with stickers. It's never been worn. It's beautiful. It's the Apollo 17. It's the silver dial, actual silver dial, sterling silver dial. If you want it, the reserve is like 4K, and half of it's going to go to the cat charity, and half to Bob because he's had it forever and ever. So it's still available. We'll talk about it more, but I'm going to show off his Longines that we all helped choose. This beautiful Longines. Look at this watch. That is a classy Art Deco masterpiece. Look at that. Looks great. Oh, that strap is delicious. Amazing. Oh, this is Gerard Perregaux, the Seahawk. Wow, with the small seconds. That is a look at that, man. As far as Gerard Perregaux go, this is where I would go for this because look at it. It's just classic. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Bob. What great selection for us today to look at. Grateful, man. So, yeah. If anybody's interested in that, you know how to get a hold of me. It's basherdirk@gmail.com. That is basherdirk@gmail.com. That would be for the Apollo 17 mission Omega Speedmaster Professional. That I've been hyping on the show because $52,000 will go straight to the cat charity on Roosevelt Island, which would be absolutely amazing for everybody, especially for them because they do such amazing work. It's a steal. You could get it for 4K. I'm not trying to spruik. I'm not trying to grift. I'm not trying to do any of that stuff. I'm just here's a guy's got to watch. He'd like to let it go, but he paid a lot more money than that for it. He's letting it go for a loss, but he'd like to give 50% to the charity of my choice, which I thought was absolutely incredible. And you know what? I'm going to bring that charity up right now. Oh, right now. It's the Wildlife Freedom Foundation, and let me bring it up. And you can get a hold of me at basherdirk@gmail.com. Listen, even if it's not a basher, if you know somebody that might want a amazing Omega on the, it's just worth it. I mean, it's worth it endeavor if you want to do that. If you're looking for a watch like that. And here it is. This is the foundation that it's going to. Open your heart and your homes to a cat who needs both. Adopt today. They have about 100 beds there. There's enclaves and bungalows and outdoor spaces, and they also take care of. They have an Autobahn division, which is absolutely incredible, and their mission is to take care of all these cats and squirrels, and they do so much great work. Chicks, ducks, Canadian geese, and it's all by this woman who emigrated from Italy, and she's a beautiful, wonderful, wonderful person. So anybody wants to come up with the 4K for that watch, it's not a grift. It's none of that stuff. It's like sell the watch. It's fine. And I said, yeah, let's get rid of the watch. Great. I said, but can we do a charity thing? Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it because it's a show. I don't want to pressure people or any of that stuff. But it's a great deal from a very sweet guy who's willing to let it go really cheap, brand new in the box. If anybody's interested, basherdirk@gmail.com. He might be able to finagle it a little bit lower, keep the reserve a little bit lower. Just give me a message, and I'll just try to see what I can do. But in the interim, thanks everybody. Thank you so much. When the wombat gets on your nerves from Melly C. He is not amused. But that's beautiful. Yeah, sure you can. Sure you can. Let me get it right now, Jojo. Jojo was a man who thought he was. Hold on, I'll get it for you right now. Oh. Okay. Yeah, let me find it. Like, I'm not gonna because I have his pictures of his watch, but I'll get them at the end of the show after I'm done with the gallery. Because why won't you open up? Why is it taking so long? Yeah, okay. So here we go, Jojo. This is from the Omega site. I do have pictures of it. It's mint, brand new with stickers. It's completely and utterly mint. That's the watch, which has got the official patch. That's the NASA patch for the mission. As you can see, if I blow this up, Can I blow this up? The Omega Speedmaster Professionals written on the actually on the crystal, and it's a 1861, and beautiful. It's a Last Man on the Moon, December 14th, 1972, Apollo 17, 40th anniversary. Of course, it's, the usual stuff. It does. I don't know if it comes with an extra strap. I'm not exactly sure what's in the box, but I do have pictures, and I'll show them at the end, Jojo. But it's a beautiful piece. It's very unique. It's very different, and it's selling anywhere from like 7 to 10 on Chrono. So I mean, it's like an amazing deal. And listen, if I had an extra 4K kicking around, I buy it myself. But that's not the rules, because I just want to get the money to the charity. And I'll be honest, that's I'm happy to get rid of the watch and find a great home for it. It's a beautiful watch, but I'm just saying that I'm a little greedy. I want the charity to get the money. I want to give the money to the cats. I'll be honest with you, that's how I feel. But it's a beautiful watch. Believe me, if I had the extra 4K kicking around, I get it too, for sure. But you know what? I don't really need another Speedmaster. How about somebody who really wants and needs a Speedmaster? I've got two. And you know what? I'm good. I'm good to go. I'm grateful. Absolutely grateful. Anyway, thank you so much for the wombats. Let's see. Oh, look at this. And look, he sent me an email about it today too. Great. Bob, you're awesome. You're on fire. Here it is. There's the picture of it. Omega commemorates the 40th anniversary. This is from the ad when it came out. The Last Landing on the Moon, 1972. It features a patented silver dial embossed with the which captures man in the future in the recollection of the Apollo and U.S. flag. At the heart of the watch is the manual wound 1861, the same movement used in Omega's legendary moon watches. There it is. It's really cool. I mean, people will say, "Where'd you get that? What is that?" Beautiful. Hey, Blinky, we showed some pictures before. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for that cool watch. Everybody was digging it. Thanks so much. Joe LaFaro. Oh, look what he's wearing today. He's going to the Far East. Looking great in gold. Love the combo there. Oh, look at that jacket. Wow, that's like, what pattern is that? First, it looks like houndstooth, but it ain't. Wow, that's amazing. Jojo looking great. Wow. Very pretty, man. Looks great. Gold is great, especially on your beautiful tan skin, my friend. You look fantastic. Joe LaFaro, everybody. Watch the Tales of Tony the Alley. Shit, I can actually play this. Isn't that amazing? Okay, hold on. Oh, here. This is from Ray Ray. Dig it? There you go. I'll probably get in trouble if I play the whole thing, but it's very, very cute. Thanks for that, Ray Ray. Amazing. iBashers Peck. It's Mart and Bronson. Oh, we get new ones. Did I get this one already? No, I don't think I did. Unless you sent it a second time. If you did, that's fine. We'll watch it again because we love Bronson in a box. Yeah, I went back to make sure that I earmarked. Oh, there's a new one. Look at this. Look at this beautiful beast. Wow, you are astonishing. Incredible. Wow. Oh, you had no sound? Oh no. So man. How could that be? I'm in Chrome. Oh boo. Ugh. Look at this. Oh my God. Are you sleeping like that? Is he sleeping up like a bat? Oh my God. Look at that. Wow. Subtitles were on. Okay. Well, at least I'll take that. Wonder why that didn't work. Oh, you were playing because you're a baby. Oh. Oh, Bronson. Look at this. What is this cool ad? This oh. The Omega Chrono Quartz was the oh yeah. Remember this thing? Oh boy. I'd wear that. It's cool. It's very, very cool. It was launched for the 76 Montreal games. I've been to that stadium in Montreal. It's beautiful. Electro quartz. Amazing. The caliber 1611 albatross. Wow. Isn't that nuts? Little did they know. How that was gonna fuck up the whole company. But it's beautiful though. Now we can all look at it retrospectively and say very, very, very cool. Very, very cool. Catnip banana, says Andy M. Thank you so much, Mart, for the great Bronson. So much great Bronson. Andrew says Morgana looked out the window and saw snow, and she went and tucked her head in. Oh, oh boy. Oh, beautiful one. You're so beautiful. Sleepy. Sleep well, Angel. You don't want that mean snow to come get you at all. Julian, ladies and gentlemen, our very own artiste. Here he is today with a collection of art for you. Let me blow this up. Can I make this bigger? Yes, I can. That's fabulous. I don't know how you do this. I don't know what this is, but it looks like inside and outside. Is that a window? How is that possible? Julian, I don't know. Julian, late spring 2026, London town. Beautiful. I know that's called something. I don't remember what it is. What is it called? The gourd, or I want to call it the Fabergé egg, but I know that it's already got a name. I always forget the name. I know the shard. What is that thing called? It's called like something vegetable, right? Yeah, that's beautiful. Wow. Julian and his textures, outrageous. Wow. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. It's a mosque. Oh, nice. The gherkin, right? They call it the gherkin. Thanks. The gherkin. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Very Victorian, very industrial age, very beautiful. Look at the amazing. Julian, astonishing. That looks like 4 sticks of butter in a window, but it's not. It's chiffon. Wow. What is going on there, Julian? I don't even know. Amazing. That's beautiful. Oh, look at all the different reflections you get at the different angles. Holy smokes. And it looks like the whole thing's illuminated as well, Julian. Oh, wow. Look at this beautiful building. Austin Friars. Wow. You get to see the rooftop there. Very Parisian in a way, right? Architecturally. We also call it the butt plug. That's hilarious. Oh, this is somebody's living on the Thames. Wow. A lot of people like to live on boats. I don't know how I feel about living on a boat. I don't know. Never thought about it. People do. What was that movie? The Long Good Friday, they lived on a boat. That was a great movie. Bob Hoskins. Can we just talk about how great Bob Hoskins was? Amazing. Love Bob. Everybody's in love with Bob Hoskins. He was just the sweetest. Apparently, he was the greatest guy ever. The albatross is a true collector's watch, says Charles Thompson. Yeah, I believe it is. It's beautiful. I would take one. This is very beautiful and very almost tragic and serene at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Julian, our very own artist in residence. Breathtaking as always, Julian. Thank you. A great collection. Thank you, kind sir. Beautiful. Hey, Vitali. Oh my God, these are great. This is Hazia. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Oh my God. Oh wow. Did you go to I mean, this looks like it looks like you went to a portrait photographer for this. Oh my God. Oh wow. This is for the calendar. And he says, oh, that might be it, right? That might be it. That might very well be it, right? Shit, I don't know. Oh, that's upside down, right? Can I flip that? That's really cute, though. Oh, no, it's not upside down. You're crawling up a door. Oh, look at that. That's great, too. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh. And listen, it's not just about cats. Oh, look, come on. Oh, that's got to be it. Oh, it has to be. Oh, it has to be. Oh, these are too good. Oh, and you said you gave me warning, too. Oh, man. Shoot. I'm so screwed. Oh my God. Oh my God. What am I supposed to do with those? I mean, that's not fair. That's super not fair. Oh, there's too much to choose from. But thank you. You want to tell me exactly which ones you're thinking, and then maybe we got Becky Brown and Q-Tip, Bronson's girlfriend, future girlfriend, because they're young, they're still kids yet. They're still Dirk is back on the ledge, and I keep falling. Look at this amazing picture too, on top of an Atari game console. She is beautiful. Bronson, what do you think? Q-Tip, what do you think? Isn't that amazing? Look at that shot. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful baby. Becky Brown, I'm going to use this Q-Tip picture for the calendar. Okay. That's it. I just said it. That's what I'm doing. So I'm just going to grab that one right now. Can I grab it? I hate. Can I download this? Download it. And I want to put that into. What did I do with the envelope for that? I'll get it later. Thank you. That's the perfect one. It's absolutely couldn't. It's perfect. You sent me one picture and it's great. Then other people send me so many pictures that I don't know what to do. Eminem madness, Sunday madness. Eminem madness, Sunday madness. There you go. There's the lady, and I don't know what she's doing. She's in some kind of a tray, or I don't know what is she. And there's this superstar. Amazing. What is that? What kind of a thing is that? Looks like some very regal. Very regal. Oh. Why is this not moving now? Why? That's it? Oh, I'm so used to much more. Okay. Oh, it's beautiful shots. Thank you. Well, because you didn't even know I was going to do that. Of course I would do that. Eminem madness, Malk and Mindy madness. Thank you for that, sweetie pie. Okay, here we go. Drew, Junie recovering. Oh boy, from her spaying because he can't afford any more cats to just show up on his doorstep. Look at her, beautiful stretchy lady. Oh, look at Junie. That's amazing. I think that's a great shot for. What do you think? Because he's not. I know you haven't really conformed to the calendar thing yet, but what do you think? That's a good one. So many to choose from. So many. Where was I? Big Ginge at home for a change because the Devon weather is shite. Oh, look at Ginger. It's a great one. That's amazing. Oh, look at you, beautiful baby. Yeah, you want to keep them inside for this shite weather. So we got the shite weather right now. It's pouring rain here in New York. Okay, last minute K entry. I love a last minute K entry from Drooby Doo. What is she on the prowl? Look at her. our three-legged wonder, our beautiful salvation, the patron saint of iBashers. It's Kay. And she is that. She is that special lady. Yeah. She is that special lady. Jack on the lap, says Drooby Doo. Oh, hello, Jack. We got to give Jack some love too, because the girls get all the attention, don't they? But look at Jack. What did you? Oh, right. What's going on there? Is he okay? Everything okay? That's just left over. Jack. Jack. There's Cow in the background. You guys just hanging around with your zillions of cats. Oh, thank you so much for that, Drooby Doo. He made up for it. Piece, unique one of one. Oh, shit. Are you ready for this? Oh, boy. Guys, you saw it first. From his tooth removal. Oh, okay. Yeah, you need to have that. So here we go. Here's the lady, the obsessed woman with her Mork Madness shirt. God. Wow. Is she obsessed or is she obsessed? Mark Madness. There you got it. Melly C and Andy M. That's how much unique piece one of one. A wrist shot for GOB for Gob. Oh, hey, nice. Oh, Gallery of Bashtards. Those are talking about Gobbery. There you go. And here's that watch again. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Fabulous. Yeah, she says, oh my God. Beautiful. Thanks so much. Yeah, listen, man, it takes a long time for the hair to grow back. I mean, just takes a long time. Sometimes, months. Sometimes I never forget. I mean, look how long it took for. But I mean, Kay responded really, really well, though, didn't she? I mean, she really did. Hold on, so I'm looking for some. Oh, why did that do that? No, I'm in mail. Where's my mail? I'm checking to see if there's anything in spam just to make sure that there isn't. Make sure. Okay, I don't see anything right now. Okay, great. Great. Nothing in the spam. No more spam. Nope. All good. All good. Everybody's in the boat. Great. M&M Madness. What a thing. Wow, what a shirt. Bet you want one because you're just as bad with the Mork Madness stuff. Absolutely incredible. So so that's the story, boys and girls. I also want to mention, let's close out.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime views of words. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Listen, guys, Russell C, Ticking Time, Scott Ferrari. You guys have not responded. There is either a watch strap of your choice from your region or a watch box. I'm going to say it until you write me because you won. And winners, the winner takes it all. Come on, come and claim your prize, my friends. And I'm just put that up because we love you, Jackson, and we're putting out all the energy in the whole wide world, putting our arms around you and Rufus and trying to pray that you come home. It's never too late. You could just leave that family that's keeping you, feeding you, and keeping you captive, which I'm hoping is what it is. So also the story with the watch, like I said, if you want that watch for close to 4K or close to 4K, I'll take it. So like I said, I'm happy to help a fellow basher try. He's not going to make a profit on it. He's not. He wants to do it for the love of the bash and the love of the bashers and the love of the charity. That's why we priced it so low. It's not a grift. It's not a sale. It's none of those things. So if anybody wants it, call me at basherdirk@gmail.com. That's basherdirk@gmail.com. That's how you get a hold of that. I can take care of that for you. What else did I want to talk about? I guess that's it. Sunday Mass, to be inspired. Thank you all so very much for all the beautiful people. I'd be remiss once again if I didn't put my beautiful Patreons on here, which want to name you all out there. Thank you to the Patreon Pantheon. Your names are below there. And if you're ever a Patreon, I never take your name off because you've helped us out and helped launch the channel and help, you know what? You remain forever. It's in perpetuity, your name will remain because you deserve it. And I'm just so grateful to all the bashers that are out there that we haven't seen in the last while. And remember, a couple have come along the way. So I'm going to send a shout out to Nathaniel Hannon. Hope you're okay because I haven't seen you live on the show in a while. And we're thinking of you. So I'm going to pick a basher every single show who I haven't heard from in a while and say, I'm thinking about you. That's the way we're going to do it in our little world. Because why not? You know, if there's somebody in your life you haven't heard from in a while, just give them a shout, text, send them a card, anything you want to do. It's nice to know somebody's thinking about you. And that's all. That's all, folks. So, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for a great Gallery of Bastards and just your incredible participation, your love, and your kindness, and your ability to see through the bullshit and let's just make the world kind of a nicer place. We can be shitheads on Friday and Saturday night, right? But on Sunday, it's the day to be inspired. So please go in peace to love and serve the bash. In nomine Padri e Fili e Spiritu Santi. Amen.
Sweet hymn, it lifts us high and pray all the days our hearts desire. It's Sunday Mass to be inspired.
We gather here, fed like fire.
Together we're strong in our desire. We light up the night in a blazing hope. And Sunday Mass we don't need no Messiah.